I know I've already broken down 4-2-3-1 wide before, but listen guys, it's just too good not to revisit. After the latest patch, this formation is still absolutely meta, and I've just gone 7 straight wins in FUT Champs running it. With 2 CDMs who lock things down defensively, but also step up to start the build up and even score. A left mid constantly making the runs, and a right mid cutting inside to attack the box, and the cam who's a heartbeat of the team, scoring, trading and pulling defenders out of position. This setup is pure dominance, and of course the striker is a goal machine, man, finishing everything and making smart movements behind the line. Let's dive into the custom tactics and the structure that make this 4-2-3-1 wide variation unstoppable. As always, we're gonna go start with the build of song being on counter still, guys, and the defensive approach on 60. Still the same, between 50 to 60 is a sweet spot, and the counter being on and the build of song being on counter, it just works perfect. Now I played in FUT Champs, guys, got 7 straight wins easy, and before that I was playing Division 1 in the Division 1 of Division Rivals Rank 1. Oh man, it's just so good. The balance from defense, both defense and attack. If you do get the right timing of the L1 and everything, you can certainly get, guys, honestly I can get my first 15 and with this one. I'm not sure. I got 14-1 so far before, but 15 and never. Maybe with this one we know, which is so good with this formation. Player roles: put the striker being on advanced forward. The way this formation works, guys, this striker, you only want this formation, this striker mostly for scoring goals. Use those shots, kind of like use your striker in a good way. You don't want a lot of movement from this play. Yes, still move from behind the box, a bit of build up. It's always good. You want to have creativity, but the way you the way you want to play with this player in this setup, you just want to make the run, get inside, and just go for the shot, man. Take those finesses, go for the low driven, just go for the shot. Guys, there are a lot of time I didn't even go for low driven or finesse. I just take the shot straight, man. If you just get the precision time, the precision aiming right, you can score, I would say, 100% of the time, man. Definitely go for this spawn, and with basically with the formation with this player being on advanced forward, of course it gives a bit of more space to move behind the penalty area, but mostly just scoring a lot of goals. I'm using Lewandowski. He's a solid player, man. Look about the pace. It's already okay with the shadow. Sorry, Hunter and the Scar. He can move. He can score goals left or right. It doesn't matter, man. Even on air, he does it very well. With like about 19.5 and 6 with the finishing. With the Hunter, it's just absolute joke, man. For the cam, I have my cam on playmaker balance. I would have gone for shadow striker, honestly, because I love that play role in terms of attacking, but I want to keep it safe. I want to keep it a little bit more balanced, guys, because you want this player, you want this formation to be like your starting formation, and of course the formation, it could be a formation you want to use all 90 minutes without lacking honestly anything. Maybe it's a little bit tweaking if you need to be a little bit more defensive, but overall this could be a solid formation to have when you want to play this player. Bonmati, guys, I'm using Bonmati with this player. You want to play that's very good in terms of agility, in terms of scoring, man. I'm scoring a lot of goals with this player, man. I'm making the runs. I'm doing a lot of dribbling using L1 trigger, kind of like L1 dribbling and R1 or R2 depending on your sprint speed. Especially the fact that she's got a technical plus. It's so good, man. Getting past defenders, stopping, making a turn, all these kind of movement, doing for those passes, and again scoring lots of goals with this player, man. Then the fact that I have it on playmaker, I just want this to be kind of like a little bit covering the central area a little bit more, and I just use her with L1 trigger if I wanted to make the run, if I want her to make the run and be a little more defensive. This play creates space for the player, creates space for his striker, even your left mid, right mid, just all at the same time. She can do it. She can definitely do it all. And I'm using this player. The fact that she doesn't have any plus and this from in this role. Imagine if you use a player that has a plus, or even plus plus with this type of style. This is going to be unstoppable. Do not use a De Bruyne on this card. Do not use a, I don't know, Bruno Fernandes on this card. These types of cam, you don't want it. Basically want to, I don't want to say necessarily a second striker, because you still want movement, you still want good passing. But a player, should say like the cheapest one, the player Naz, a free card like 83. I think most of you guys got that card through this like a month ago or something, a couple of weeks ago. It could be a very cheap ones. But there are other cards you can certainly go with this one. But go with this type of player, okay? Left mid. I have my left mid. If you check out my previous custom decks video, I'm still the same thing. I'm good with one side, making the run, creating danger from that area. When you go back and forth, you wanna have kind of like your opponents does a very good job. Everybody, both of the players, they did a pretty good job of defending from the kind of like keeping those through balls. They know that's just how it's gonna be. But imagine you have both. This formation going for this with your left and right mid. This gives a lot of freedom to your left mid being on winger. She will make the run. I'm using right turn, rapid plus, very good. Lots of, I mean, I'm scoring lots over this one too, man. Great shooting, rapid plus, and left for the play. I'm going for the shot straight from outside of the box. She's absolutely great, man. And the way you want to play with this, you can go with the camp to your left main, even the center, the CDM to your left main, making the run. A little bit of movement from this play. It depends on your skill level and everything. If you get those timings right and using L1 and everything, you can do a lot of stuff with this play. Combination of left mid, cam, and striker. You could just certainly go for this. So you can go with your right mid being on winger. That's just how I'm. What I like to play. I want my left side to be the one that I'm going with for the runs, and for the right, the ones that actually gonna get us out. Let's just go to the right mid. Inside forward balance. I'm using Pepe plus, very good. Left of the player. If I want to go with those finesse, I can certainly go with this one. This player will still make the run, but you know, it's inside forward. It will try to get into the box. It will try to get kind of like behind your striker, but to the right side of your striker, just to be there. If there's any chance you could trigger this player to move forward, get one-on-one and score, it could be very dangerous. You're using someone who has pace, who has great dribbling, and even very good shooting ability and finishing ability too. I'm using Pepe, who's a very good job in terms of both just you know, movements, you know, just if I want to be like those quick turns, just quick dribbles in close area, I can just play wherever. And the fact that he's got plus makes positioning way better, and I score and do a lot of goals. I don't want to say a lot of goals with this player, but still score goals with this player in this setup. Followed by 2 CDM. This is what actually makes this formation very well balanced. You have 2 CDM. I'm putting them on deep line playmaker build up. If you check out my previous custom decks video about this 4-2-3-1 wide variation, I'm putting these two on holding. You can go with holding, that's perfectly fine. But if you put these two on CDM, let's just say I have my Pedri. I'm scoring goals with Pedri. This player will get inside. This player will try to be close to penalty area. This player will try to sort of build up right from there. Even does a very good job in terms of both defending and of course, you know, starting with the right from there. Same thing from our other CDM Vitinha. They both do a very good job in terms of both defending and of course being a little bit close to your center back in order to have someone try to close the gap, the through balls. And those again, when you get the ball, you can go and dribble with the spoiler. I'm using like Vitinha has technical plus. I'm using that one. And then Pedri has it. Oh man, it's so underrated. I know it's depressed when like I don't know why he's under 100k. Very among the top 3-4 center mid CDMs inside the game, man. You may not think he's that. Even he feels very fast. He does a very, I mean, the kind of move I'm getting from Pedri, it's very similar to Bonmati. I'm not gonna lie, of course Bonmati is better, but he's doing a lot of stuff for me, even scoring goals, getting inside, I'm scoring, even with his left foot I'm scoring, so it's just a lot of movements. Same thing with Vitinha, man. If you check out my previous custom decks video, I'm using Vitinha, I use Vitinha even as a cam, still do a good job, but of course not ideal, but even for the CDM, I know it's not crazy defensive, but just play if you have a man. In fact, he's got plus. The position is gonna be so good. The reason I'm not going for defense actually is that you can again, but build up. I feel okay if I have my CDM come forward, because it's not that I'm playing on defensive opponent 70, 80 or 90. It's a 60, it's okay, it's still in balance rate on counter. The transition from defense to attack is way easier for me. I feel comfortable with them, with the kind of freedom they have in order to make the kind of like running the midfield for me and just feeding my cam, right mid, left mid, striker, whatever, getting inside. Lots of options that I have with them. And all this followed by 4, of course, defenders, left back and full back defend, right back and full back defend. You can go with full back balance, guys, with this formation, because it's the kind of formation you're going to use the whole 90 minute. Just a little bit more. I already have, good coverage from them. I realized in FUT Champs it's better to go with fullback defense, because these fullbacks, guys, the lines behind them, it's so deadly, man. Maybe for the division rivals, you could go with the fullback balance too. I told you guys in my previous custom deck, fullback balance gives a bit more kind of like overall balance, but just for the sake of FUT Champs, go with fullback balance. You want be a little bit more conservative in this area. Right back, I have Rich James, very solid player. Tries to cover track back the players. If he could honestly, if I could just use some evolution to increase some of his like defensive ability too or something, I'll just add a defensive play. So I would use him to like until the team of the year. I can see myself using this player, man. Could be very good option, very good in terms of strength and pace, tracks back, cuts the passes. Overall, I feel so comfortable with this play, man. Using someone similar, not necessarily so cranky, but still very good in terms of agility and having a good pace. Same thing for my left back. I'm using Marcelo, not necessarily ideal in terms of defender, but still very good pace. If I get the ball with him, I do a little bit of movement. He's got very good dribbling ability with the trickster. I can trick my players sometimes. Maybe think I'm going to dribble with them, but if they're coming inside, I can get past them way easier. Just a little bit safe dribbling with not a lot of risking. Getting tracks back, cuts the gaps between the center back and left back. Certainly a lot very helpful. Overall, guys, just like previous show, defending is not is mostly manual. You have to find the right timing, tracking back those players, keeping the distance from the player, and anticipate where he wants to pass the ball, what he wants to do. It's all manual. So even if you put this on full like defense, like balance versatile, it's not gonna make a big of a difference. Yes, if you put them on wing back or attacking fullback, that's different. Of course, you're gonna have give it a little bit to your opponent, but you know what I'm saying. So make sure you get the timing to it. For 2 center back, we're going over defend. Nothing fancy here. They do a pretty good job in terms of keeping the line, kind of like closing the gap between your kind of like the players that are moving your opponent center strikers, your opponent right winger, left winger, try to get inside. So do a reasonable job, I would say. I don't want to go with anything else, or stopper or whatever. I don't care, man. Defender defense does it for me. Using plus, even better. Make sure you use someone that has good pace, man. Go like at least above like with the chemistry card they're using on them. Go at least to close to 85 at least, so you can actually defend against those player. And I have Pacho, of Araujo, doing a pretty good job for me to closing the gaps and of course cutting those passes and stopping the striker. But again, I repeat, defending is mostly manual. Okay, for the goalkeeper defense, nothing else. Nothing for the goalkeeper. Most useless most useless roles for any of it. It's just for the goalkeeper, man. It doesn't matter whichever one you want to put. Honestly, I'm seeing guys. Like they say, I put this one on like super keeper and like it changed my game. You will never see anyone say this, man. Honestly, even those of you that are just copying other people's contents, even they wouldn't say, just to make something up, man. It doesn't matter. I'm going with goalkeeper defense just because Chevalier has goalkeeper defense. Okay, if you had ball playing keeper, I would have gone for that one. If you had super keeper, I would have gone for that one. If I wanted to use other like roles, I would have gone for maybe like super keeper, even ball playing goalkeeper. Sometimes I felt this player like goalkeeper comes a little bit out of the goal, just kind of like ask for the ball. It could be a little bit good in terms of when you want under or pressing, but overall it's just so risky to pass to your goalkeeper. Sometimes I go with Superkeeper because there are just time where I can just time my manual, like holding the triangle button to get out of the goal and get one-on-one. Superkeeper could be a little bit helpful, especially if that's a player has a plus. But again, goalkeeper defense, it's okay, man. Okay, it's okay. I'm gonna put the code, as always, put the code in the description, and that's why the 4-2-3-1 wide variant should remain one of the most reliable meta formation in FC 26. From the double CDM sheet that also builds attacks to left mid and right mid, stretching and cutting inside to the cam, pulling the strings, and the striker banging in goals. This formation has it all, man. If this breakdown helps you rack up the wins like my 7-0 streak so far in FUT Champs, smash that like button, subscribe for more meta tactics, and drop a comment on how many wins you've managed to get with this 4-2-3-1 in a FUT Champs, or just basically, in a division rivals, just at least the consecutive wins you could get with this formation. If there's any other formation you want me to cover, definitely comment down below. If you have any question about this formation, again, comment down below. I will definitely try to give an answer, just for an alternative way if any means somehow it just didn't work for you. Thanks for watching EAF Tonight, where every tactics become meta, and I'll see you guys in the next one.